There you go, get him. There he goes, running. Running. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him, boy. Get him. He's caught in that tree. Oh, he got him. Get him, boy. Get him.
You know what time it is.
Welcome back to another episode of Get 'em Greg Fishing. I'm Greg Williams, and today I'm fishing off of the South Carolina coast in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on the 2nd Avenue Pier. It's a mid-December day, the temperatures in the mid-50s to low 60s, and we're here today trying to catch some black drum, whiting, croaker, trout, anything that's biting. So hopefully we'll catch a couple a day, and we'll see you in a few.
Located in the heart of the downtown Myrtle Beach district, 2nd Avenue Pier in Myrtle Beach allows visitors to fish all day and then enjoy a romantic night out on the town, all on the same deck. The 2nd Avenue Pier is one of the longest piers along the Grand Strand. Originally built in 1936 by Julian Scarborough and St. Julian Springs, the 2nd Avenue Pier stretches 906 feet out into the Atlantic Ocean. The pier has been rebuilt twice, first after Hurricane Hazel in 1954 and again after Hurricane Hugo in 1989. According to the city, the pier has been privately owned by the same family since the 1960s. By day, this wooden walkway is a hub of activity as anglers fish the deeper waters in hopes of hooking a big one. Depending on the season, sea bass, flounder, Spanish mackerel, and trout are among the species regularly caught from the pier. If you need gear, bait, licenses, or tips, you'll find it all at the 2nd Avenue's Tackle and Gift Shop. But for those who prefer to let someone else do all the catching and cooking, the Wicked Tuna is a perfect place to sit back, relax, and enjoy the seafood feast that came from the waters where you are perched. The restaurant is situated on the 2nd floor and features a large plate glass windows for excellent views to match the food, and an open air bar upstairs lets patrons enjoy the ocean air and breeze as well as a cocktail and appetizers. The 2nd Avenue Pier also serves as the host of the weekly fireworks show that delight downtown crowds and beachgoers up and down the coast. In order to fish on the pier, a license must be purchased from the bait shop. As of December of 2022, the license is $12. Only 2 rod and reels can be used per angler at a time. If you just want to walk on the pier and enjoy the views, the price of admission is $2 per person. Now let's go fishing.
All right, today we're gonna make up a rig here. It's gonna be a little double drop rig. A lot of people use these rigs on piers. It's a real simple rig to make. All we have here is for bait and tackle. We have some number 4 2 times long hooks. We have a number 3 pyramid sinker. We have some fish bites. We have several different flavors. We have the easy flea flavor and the shrimp flavor, and then we have some live shrimp. So I'm going to show you real easy how to tie these rigs on. Basically, just do a loop and loop it around 2 times. 1, 2. And you can put your sinker on there. It just goes through the eye and then around and pull it up. Trim a little bit of the excess off here. And what we're going to do is open the bill on this a little bit, give us a little bit more to work with. We're going to come up about, I'd say, a foot or so off the bottom here, and going to do another 2 loops just like we did with the original one. Just 2 more loops. 1, 2. And we can put some of these little floats on here to, you know, give it a little bit of flotation. And sometimes these things are kind of hard to put in. I didn't bring my little poker stick with me today. We'll see if it'll go through. It might. Usually I have a little thing to where I can poke it through here and kind of open it up a little bit. We got lucky today, so we'll get that on there. And then with the hooks, just go through the eye of the hook. Just put it through the eye. Take your little thing, pinch it off, put it through the eye. Like that, and then come back around and wrap it through the, take it back over the shank and then clench it down. So all we got to do now is just repeat that process. Go up another foot or so, do your little double knot, double loop. These are very inexpensive to make. If you buy them on the piers, they're kind of expensive. But here you're talking just make your rig up, just pennies. Doesn't hardly cost anything. Get us a different color float for this one. Just poke it through the float here. And you ain't got to use the float. This is what they call a pompano rig. You know, there are some pompano around here, so we might be able to catch some today. Get us another hook here. This is Eagle Claw number 4s. Usually I put on number 1 circle hooks, but today I'm trying to basically target some black drum. In a smaller black drum, real small black drum, and see if we can't catch some. Anyway, just put it through the eye of the hook and go around the shank here, shaft, and clench her down, and we're done. That's your rig, double drop pompano rig. Very easy to make. Just tie it straight to your line. With the fish bites, this is the shrimp. They come in kind of different strips. This one here is, you know, about 1 inch long. What I like to do is I cut it in half and just put half of it on my hook at a time. And what this is just has some kind of fish attractant that is tied in with some fiber cloth, and it makes it difficult for these little fish to nibble it off. If you have like using this, regular shrimp, one little nibble and that shrimp's gone. So this is just an easier way to keep your lines out there for a little longer period of time, to where you don't have to reel them in every time you get a little nibble. You just put them on. All you do is just stick them on like this. Poke them through. And that's it. Do the same thing on the bottom one. Once the other, our real shrimp thaws out a little bit, I'll put that out there. But right now this will work. That frozen bait like this, a lot of times if you just run water on it, it'll unthaw it to where you can use it. So if you got thawed bait, and just run some water over it and it should make it to where it unthaws it out for you. Now that we got our shrimp unthawed somewhat, we're gonna put a couple of pieces of the shrimp out onto the hooks, and we'll just cut in little pieces, cut them in half basically, and put them on the hook. See if we can't attract some of these fish here. And drop her back down. We're fishing one of our lines out far, and then this one here we're actually throwing under the pier slightly, trying to get it slightly underneath the pier. So we're rocking our pole back and forth, and then we'll just let it go underneath, and then get it clinched up. Alright, so we finally got a bite. Just moved to this spot maybe 5 minutes ago, and what we have here is a trout. Nice trout. Watch out for them teeth they got right there. Let's go weigh this thing, measure it, and see what we got, y'all. Right at 12 inches.
Currently, in order to keep trout, they must be 14 inches in length.
Anyway, nice little fish. Caught him off of the little fish bites. We just got set up here, so we're doing good here. I like to stay at a location maybe about 30 minutes, no more than 45 minutes. And if you don't get a bite or you don't catch anything, you simply move a little bit further down. What I did was I was in this spot right here for about 45 minutes. I didn't catch anything. And all I did was go down about 15 feet to right here, set up again, and within 5 minutes I caught my first fish, which was a sea trout. Got me something else, not sure what it is. Let's see what we got. Both the fish so far today has been off the long rod. We got a little croaker. You want it? You want it?
No.
Okay. I'm not keeping any fish today, so anything I catch I'm either throwing back or giving the people on the pier. On most of the piers, they only going to let you have two rods, rod and reel. So what I have done is I've got one rod set up that's just going straight down the side of the pier, close to the pier, and then I've got my second rod thrown out a good ways off the pier. So far, the rod that's off the pier, that's the one that we've gotten the fish on so far. What kind of fish is this, dude? I caught a bunch of those the other day. I don't know what it is.
Oh, no, man.
I know that when I was at Springmate a few weeks ago, I caught a bunch of those, and I didn't know what the heck they were.
No, it's like, it almost looks like a cross between like a bluefish and a croaker or some shit. I don't know.
Today we're using ugly stick intercoastal rods. They're 7 foot medium heavy, 12 to 20 pound mono, 15 to 40 pound braid. The lures that it can hold is from a 1/2 ounce to 1 1/2 ounces. It's paired with the Shakespeare UGLY BW60 reel. This came as a combo from Walmart. I think I paid either $59 or $69 for the combo.
Little croaker. Nope. Yeah, little croaker. When you're fishing on a pier, I don't know if you can see this on video, but your poles will rock back and forth. As waves come through, your poles will kind of dip a little bit. A lot of people confuse this with a fish biting, but it's just the wave action. When a fish bites, your tip normally does this number right here, rather than go down slowly like this right here. That's waves. When a fish bites, it's going to look like this. Oh yeah. I have no clue, dude. They out there though. Ain't got the teeth of a bluefish, that's for sure. Well, I call them bait fish. I don't know what they are. That one came off. I think that hung on something. Get out of it. Bite again. I didn't put a fresh bait on there, so it might not hit it this time. Oh, I got that one. Oh, yeah. Not sure what kind of fish this is. We'll have to look it up later. Figure it out. See if we can get another one. What we got? What we got? Ooh, look what we got a black drum. Yes. There we go.
Ain't big enough. Yeah, I saw I got lucky and got out of that one. Little black drum. Alright, so I just got tangled up with something and broke my line, but as you can see, it only took my lead weight. So what's also nice about the way you set it up on your line like this, you can actually just cut the bottom one off. Tie your hook on the bottom, do you another little loop. This time we'll just tie a knot. And then add the second hook above it like we did earlier. Just go about 6 inches up, or not 6 inches, 12 inches up. Do your loop. Go through the loop twice. And then just reattach what you already had on. Simple as that. Quick, easy. Reason why I didn't tie a loop in the bottom one was if I tied a loop, it would have made that less than 12 inches. It would have been a little higher than what I wanted it to be. So that's why I tied it a little bit different on that, just where I could get a little bit more depth in my line. What I also did is I moved down a little bit. Fish wasn't biting on the other end, and so I decided I would come up, basically moved up one section. I didn't actually make that loop long enough, so I'm going to take that off, and we'll just put the hook directly on the line. I didn't make my loop big enough on this one. Ready to go. I've switched over to the other side of the bridge. There's some structure over here, and I've been picking up good fish. They're all biting off the, not near the pier, but about 25 yards off of the piers where all the fish I've caught today has been biting. So we've got some debris in there from where the pier got tore up on the last hurricane, and that's where I'm catching them at.
Speaking of hurricanes, as I mentioned earlier, the 2nd Avenue Pier was destroyed both by Hurricane Hazel in 1954 and again after Hurricane Hugo in 1989. The videos you are currently seeing on the screen is how the pier looked after it was rebuilt from Hurricane Hugo in 1989. Take notice of the end of the pier where it tees off into a T shape. On October 8th, 2016, Hurricane Matthew made landfall near Myrtle Beach as a Category 1 hurricane with 75-mile-an-hour winds. The storm brought more than a foot of rain that led to catastrophic floods and caused damage to the 2nd Avenue Pier, where it ripped the left-hand side of the end of the pier completely off. Six years later, on September 30th, 2022, Hurricane Ian made landfall near Georgetown as a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 85 miles an hour. The storm damaged 3 piers along the Grand Strand, including the 2nd Avenue Pier, where it ripped the remaining portions of the end of the pier right off. Got him a little croaker. Oh, got another one. Yeah, what we got here? He done run me into something. Alright, he got me off of it. Let's see what we got here. Feels like a little heavier. Go over there, don't go over there. Got 2 of them with this one, whatever it is. Got a croaker on the bottom, and I'm not sure what type of fish that is on top. Just a bunch of them, whatever it is. This one right here, taking off, that's a little croaker. Not sure what this fish is. See what we got here. Hope we got a little bit bigger fish here. It's like a little croaker's coming up. You keeping any of these? Yeah. Yeah, he's
I don't eat them. I give them away.
here. That's a good one there, or one of the bigger. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. When you're fishing out here, if you get a bite, check your bait pretty frequently. Doesn't take a whole lot of bait, like, you know, it's as much shrimp as you need for the type of fish you're catching. Doesn't hardly take anything. Like I'm doing is all the fish are being caught off the pier about, I'd say 25 yards maybe. Hadn't really caught anything up close. So when you're fishing, just be sure to stagger your rods till you figure out, you know, about where they're biting at. Today, you know, they biting about 25 yards out. A couple of days ago when I was fishing Springmaid Pier, they were biting out, you know, about 25 yards out, but they was also biting real close to the pier. But today, hadn't been catching anything up close to the pier. What you done caught there? That's it's like a trout. You can tell by Yeah, you got
He hit
to.
the time I hit the water.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Yeah, he hit. I thought the speckles fell in it.
Yeah, you can tell by the tooth right
Yeah,
there.
they're going to be about 14 inches deep.
Yeah, something like that.
He hit the time I hit the water. Like a limit.
I caught one earlier, man. They fun to catch, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, got another black drum. Nice one, man. Ain't big enough. They are pretty fish, man. The all-inclusive black drum. Get it on back out there. See if we can't catch another one. See if we can catch his mama or his daddy.
He was hanging on that pole right.
Oh, he got hung up.
Yeah, and I snatched it. It come upside.
You know, man, you might want to measure that. That might be that might make it.
Be careful. I don't know what.
This one might make it. That's a nice one, though. I tell you that.
Yeah. Pretty long. How long they gotta be?
I think 14. There you go. Let me get a measuring for you. It's 13. Man. 14.
Let him grow some more.
Alrighty, man. Dude. I don't know what kind of. I've been catching this one all day long, and I don't know what it is. I'm gonna ask these guys over here if they know. Y'all have any idea what this fish is right here? I've been catching them all day. I just don't know what it is.
Threw one back.
Maybe this dude knows. What kind of fish is that?
Whiting?
That's a whiting?
That's what I thought.
That's a small one.
No, it's freshwater. Yeah. I wonder if it's on there.
Ain't a weak fish. Ain't spotted sea trout, but not a croaker.
I don't think it's on that side, is it?
I don't know what it is, dude.
And turn it back over.
It's a crazy looking fish. I've been catching them all day. Another little small fish. Boy, I tell you, I've caught my fair share of whatever this is today. They call it a whiting, but I wouldn't. Don't like no whiting to me. Could be wrong though. Have been before. I think I still got him. Yeah, I got him. So there's rocks over there. That's what that is.
Yeah, the whole pier's lined with rocks.
Okay.
All the way around, so far out.
I didn't know that. I could feel stuff hitting, and I just assumed it was portions of the pier that kind of broke off.
It's called a sportsman pier. More fishing pier.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see hardly ever see a spot here. First time I came down here, I kept working lit rug and breaking them. And the old guy said, man, the rocks on it. And he threw out there. I said, you get home if you ain't careful. And I sure did.
Well, you know what? Rocks attract fish, you know? Any kind of structure like that.
Oh, way down here, it's got the red on it. They stop down there. They're not any further.
Well, that's good to know. That's real good to know. Huh.
Yeah, they, old guy told me that, and I'm glad he told me, man, 'cause I tell you.
Well, you can definitely feel it. You know, I've gotten pulled into them a good bit. Luckily, I've been able to get myself out of them every time.
Right in here.
Had a fun day of fishing here on the 2nd Avenue Pier. We was able to catch a few fish today, nothing real big, but that's fishing. Until our next episode, I'll catch you later. Before you leave, be sure to check out our description page below. This page gives you a brief description of the video you are currently watching, along with the fishing gear we used during the filming of this video. Click onto the Show More link to view all of this information. In upcoming episodes, we'll begin a new segment where we test out products that are sent to us. If you would like your product to be featured on one of our upcoming episodes, our contact and shipping information is also included on this page. I want to thank you for watching our videos, and if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to our channel to get notifications as to when our new videos are available. Meanwhile, here are a few more videos that